So as you know, your leadership development, training, programs or coaching can be highly effective to increase your entire engagement throughout your company or your one-on-one relationships and really help with productivity and psychological safety and all that stuff. However, there's two key dynamics that you want to make sure that you are integrating into your coaching and training to get the most out of that, to get the highest ROI, and be most effective in creating a really integrity-based program for your whole company. I'm Lisa Nordquist, and I am a interpersonal relationship and communication expert that focuses on solution-driven emotional intelligence for individuals and organizations. Today, I'm going to share with you two main areas that you want to make sure is included in all that. The first of the two keys is making sure that the person part, the individual, is being addressed. And what I mean by that is your coach or you as a facilitator or HR, wherever you're coming from, that you are aware of first of all, that person's emotional intelligence, where they're at with the four quadrants of emotional intelligence or EI. And the second is their mindset, where they're coming from, meaning their belief systems, their values, what's meaningful to them. When we talk about the emotional intelligence area, there's the four quadrants, and really they are about awareness and I want to say behavior or management. And so there's self-awareness, self-management, other awareness, and other or relationship management. Really, we want to make sure that with our coaching or training, we are taking into consideration, not just giving people EI tests, but giving them those skills that they need, helping them with those skills, and using a technique like I'll share with you in part 2 that helps change that behavior, helps that person grow and learn those things. The element that we really want to do with emotional intelligence is make people conscious of where they're at, where other people are at, and then help them upgrade if need be. The reason we know that, did you come to visit? He's not here. The reason we know that that works is there's a lot of evidence that people with higher EQs make more money, the companies do better. There's a lot of research on that. So when we train for EQ, or our EI, I should say, when we start working on that, we really help with the whole company, because every person that has emotional intelligence adds to the whole company having emotional intelligence. The second aspect of the first key is mindset. And like I said, that's beliefs, that's values, like what's meaningful to that person. That's basically their perception, how they hold the world, how they view things. So we want to be able to understand and help them understand their mindset. And if necessary, help shift it a little bit. This is tightly aligned with EQ, because part of EQ or EI is really, when you get into self-management, it's being able to manage your own thinking, manage your own thoughts, have an element of optimism, be aware of all that in other people in the organization or the group you're with. To really get our teams to upgrade, we want to evolve the inside, the mindset. When we evolve the inside, the mindset, we help change behaviors. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Right? I used to be in fitness, and I use that as sort of an analogy for mindset training all the time. You can go on a diet, you can go do anything, you can do a plank 30-day challenge. That doesn't mean you're shifting the way that you do your relationship with food or your body. You can do stuff for a very short amount of time and just adopt those behaviors. Like you might be training your staff or your leaders to do this, and they might adopt those behaviors, but we don't want superficial adoption of behavior. We want real adoption of behavior. We want to help shift that person's mindset and the way that they actually process other people, their awareness, their blind spots, etc., with emotion, and be able to use better skills. We're really talking about making significant changes to help people shift. So we want to be able to pay attention to the individual. And then in part 2, I'm going to tell you the other big thing, the other big key that we need to be paying attention to. I'm here to help. If you need me, please reach out. I always hate it when people say like and subscribe, so I'll leave that up to you. Don't forget me. That's just me, my little hang up. So tune back into part 2 where we'll give you some more ideas on what you cannot have missing. You got to have integrated into your training and coaching for leaders or the whole org.